Hello, and welcome to Equipo 7 presents The Evolution of the PC. We will be guiding you on a journey from the 1970s to present day, examining how the PC has evolved over the last 5 decades. My name is Jay Nambuthri, and I will be guiding you through the 1970s. But I can't do it dressed like this. There we go, much better. Correctamundo, Billy Williams. But the PC goes back further than that. In 1970, Xerox founded the Palo Alto Research Center, also known as PARC. At PARC, from 1971 to 1977, many advancements were made in the field of modern desktop computing. They developed a standalone personal computer, as well as a graphical user interface, or GUI, which included windows, icons, menus, and a mouse. They developed laser printing, Ethernet networks, and WYSIWYG word processing. And of course, the beanbag chair conference room. But they weren't the only ones trying to birth the PC baby. In 1976, there were a couple guys named Steve Jobs and Wozniak. These two founded Apple Computer Company out of this very garage. By 1977, they released the Apple II, which was a complete microcomputer system. It had a full keyboard, memory, disk drive, terminal, and power supply. It also had 8 slots for adding additional boards and peripherals. Also, in 1977, Tandy Corporation released the TSR-80. This machine sold over 10,000 units in its very first month. Although it was used in the office, it was most popular with video gamers and electronic hobbyists. As you can see, the 1970s were the birthplace of the personal computer. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an aerobics class to go to.
Hi, my name is Preston Spiker. I am not so savvy technology-wise. I don't have a movie or a slideshow, but I'm going to give you a brief history of the advancements of the PC during the 1980s. In 1980, IBM hires Paul Allen and Bill Gates to create an operating system for a new PC. The pair buy the rights to a simple operating system manufactured by Seattle Computer Products and uses it as a template. IBM allows the two to keep the marketing rights to the operating system, called DOS. In 1981, on August 12th, IBM introduced the personal computer. Today, we know it as the PC. The first PC was groundbreaking, but nothing compared to what was to come in the future. The operating system used for the PC was the MS-DOS. It was written by Microsoft. Microsoft followed the MS-DOS with MS-DOS 1.0, and at this time, the first virus appeared. In 1984, Apple introduced its PC called the Macintosh, with the operating system Mac OS. In 1985, Windows was introduced by Microsoft, directly to compete with the Apple Mac OS.
Excuse me, Have you heard of the internet?
There's a revolution going on in rec rooms, offices, and classrooms around the world. A revolution in which 15 million people are taking part.
Can you explain what internet is?
Internet has become the new trend of fast communication in the 90s.
The internet is a big city.
This interconnected network of networks is called the internet.
Internet is that massive computer network. The one that's becoming really big now.
The internet, which links computers from around the world, has been around for quite some time.
The internet is already handling so much traffic today that they've begun to call it the information superhighway.
The internet is the highway.
But first, the fundamentals.
What do purchasing an airline ticket from home,
Communication,
Sharing scientific data.
You know, I can even send email on the internet.
Download audio, video,
checking out your bank account,
to communicate, have fun, and get instant news and information.
using an encyclopedia,
resource sharing,
I can sell products on the internet.
Passing on cooking tips and gossip.
information accessing.
reading newspapers from around the world,
Of course, it's my personal favorite.
Internet pornography.
and using a phone without speaking a word all have in common?
A growing phenomenon of internet.
Imagine, if you will, sitting down to your morning coffee, turning on your home computer to read the day's newspaper. Well, it's not as far-fetched as it may seem.
I don't know what to do, man. Get out here. You know I can't do this here stuff. G-money. What are you doing? Get out here, man. Hurry up. I'm going to go in and watch television. I already missed half a Walker.
It's not that hard, Dad. Alright, Dad, let's do this.
Hey, look at that.
You got, okay, you gotta left click, not right click.
Oh, okay. .com. Now, I hate when that damn telephone rings. Every time you're trying to do something, you got to answer the damn telephone.
The start of the new millennium brought new hope and wonder for the future. It also brought with it fears of a total system failure due to the millennium bug, or Y2K. Some people believe, since we rely so heavily on computers for all aspects of our lives, that a total system failure would lead to loss of wealth held in banks, loss of electricity, exploding nuclear power plants, and complete anarchy. As the minutes and hours moved past midnight, people realized that everything was going to be okay. The estimated $300 billion spent worldwide in preparation for system failures, used to recode software, upgrade hardware, and put in place redundancies, paid off. No major incidents reported. The first decade of the new millennium brought on significant change in hardware and software for the personal computer. In March of 2001, Apple released Mac OS X. This was a complete overhaul of the Mac OS. It was derived from a form of the rock-solid Unix OS. With it came an enhanced user experience that was more stable and had better multitasking capabilities over its predecessors. Not long after the release of OS X, Microsoft released Windows XP in October 2001. It was the first OS to be based on the Windows NT kernel, which brought much improved stability and efficiency compared to previous versions. This led Windows XP to be one of the most popular OSs of all time and was adopted not only by consumers but by business and government as well. At the end of the decade, Microsoft released Windows 7 in October 2009. Windows 7 focused on cleaning up issues with Vista. It enhanced stability and compatibility with only minor cosmetic enhancements. Due to the increased stability and functionality, it has received a warm reception by both consumers and business. Operating systems weren't the only things to change. In March of 2000, AMD released its Athlon processor with a clock speed of 1 GHz, the first ever gigahertz processor to reach the consumer market. Not long after AMD, in November 2000, Intel released the Pentium 4 processor that broke the gigahertz barrier. The continued improvements in speed helped businesses become more efficient and the consumer market benefited by the speed enhancement as a result of software companies being able to deliver more powerful and useful software. 2005 brought us our first dual-core processors. This is the point where processor manufacturers began to change focus from increasing the gigahertz of their processors to increasing the amount of cores. This would improve multitasking capabilities and reduce power consumption.
Let's go!
History of the PC 2010 and beyond. Some of the greatest advancements in hardware and software in 2010, beginning with the iPad era and the iPad 2, which bridges the gap between smartphones and laptops, as well as the evolution of many other smartphones, including the iPhone 4, iPhone 4S, the Evo 4G, the Samsung Galaxy 2S, and these are all take-anywhere mobile computing devices. I believe one of the greatest advancements since 2010 has begun is in the area of data storage, which current micro SD cards are capable of 128 gigabytes of data, which is what capable of a normal PC is. And there are plans for a 2 terabit SD card coming out in the near future. To give an example, the human brain is said to be able to contain approximately 3 terabits of storage information. Now, how the computers have been used in 2010 and will be used in the future, they become more powerful, smaller, faster, more portable, i.e. the iPad and netbooks and other smartphone activated devices. We also saw the first robotic surgery performed in Montreal General. It was completely done by a robot. Also, in the area of computer technology, Watson, the IBM computer, defeated 2 other players, 2 of the smartest players in Jeopardy this past year, and had a combined score of greater than the 2 players combined. Eventually, the future holds no bounds to what can be achieved through computer technology. It is in fact someday in the future, the computer intelligence will be so advanced that it will create a technology singularity, otherwise known as artificial intelligence, in which the human race will be far, far behind. We will eventually be able to integrate everything into the human brain and live a virtual environment through our day-to-day activities.
You